Do you want to say anything from that? All right, guys, let's start our practice and raise those arms up. That grounding that was offered through the frequency of the live singing bowl, let's bring that into our bodies as we take those hands at prayer, heart center. Beginning our flow of our practice this morning, I'm going to start this music. And Lily, could you tell me your passcode? Let's go ahead and send the forefinger and thumb together and attach to that breath as we inhale through the nose, the expansion of the chest and belly outward. As we exhale, that breath leaves the body. Beautiful job. Let's keep that attachment here. And as we inhale, the connection of the roots below us, let's visualize them rising up through our body. And as we exhale, let's accept the strength of the roots below us. Continuing. And this time with that inhalation, let's bring those arms above our head and deepen the travel of the energy as we reach. Exhale, allowing that energy to release down with us as we humble ourselves here, sending that chin in toward the chest and reaching those arms out. Slowly releasing those hands up toward our body, finding the hands on the knees as we expand the chest to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, round, tucking the chin to the chest. Again, expand. And exhale, round. Let's go ahead and reach both of those arms up once more. As we exhale, I want us to come forward and find table pose and release those legs. Finding a table pose on the mat with the knees below those hips and hands under the shoulders. Tucking the toes here as we gaze up. Exhale, round. Tuck the chin to the chest. Let's come into flat back. Tuck the toes and send the hips to the sky for downward facing. Giving our bodies just a few moments to settle in. And let's offer a slight movement to enhance that opportunity. So just allow those hips to sway from side to side, shoulders. And let's stay still in the movement and find our downward facing. Inhale that left leg to the sky. Bend that knee, the foot reaches over toward the right shoulder. Let's straighten it and send it back down to the mat as this time the right leg raises to the sky, point through the toe. Bend the knee, the foot reaches over toward the left shoulder. Straightening that leg and let's send it back down. Finding a high plank as we shift that body outward. We have a straight line from the shoulder to the hip. Beautiful job. Relying on that nice strong core here to hold us up above that mat. Here I want you to shift those hips back up to the sky. Walk those feet in toward those hands, falling over those straight legs as we find that forward fold. Just giving that opportunity to assist our bodies here by placing those hands behind our legs and allowing some depth to unfold here in our forward fold. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we swan dive up. Reaching those arms as tall as we can to the sky. As we exhale, those hips are easing forward and the hands are coming behind us. Let's grab a few deep breath cycles as we allow our bodies the this opportunity to connect it to the grounding energy rising through our bodies. Reaching those arms to the sky here, and then exhale. Let's swan dive down. Finding that forward fold once more. Giving a slight bend in the knee. Let's plant the hands here and hop back for high plank. Beautiful job. Centering the left palm, I want us to turn for that side plank. As that right arm comes to the sky, I want you to send that left leg up and under the right. As the right arm comes behind you. Go ahead and grab a few deep breath cycles here. Starfish pose, feeling grounded through the body as you press the mat away and allow that energy to rise up through your body, maintaining the strength of the roots. Come on back around, finding high plank. As we center the right palm, turn for side plank. The left arm rises to the sky. That right leg goes up and under the left. And then that left arm behind us, straight through the body, pointing through the fingers and allowing those roots to rise and through our body, giving us the grounding, secure sensations of energy that allow in our bodies as we come back into that high plank. Strong here, guys. Another good deep breath. And let's lower slowly into chaturanga and give a few deep breath cycles here to this chaturanga. Hovering above the mat, core engaged. We can grab a hold of the knees, dropping to the mat if we need to. Ease all the way down, dropping to those thighs. Those hands are under the shoulders. We're going to press the mat away from our bodies. Finding that cobra, that nice back bend. We might come down to the forearms here and give a little bit less pressure into this pose. Listen to your body. Tucking the chin to the chest and finding table. As we find table, let's offer the rounding of the spine and the swaying of the hips as we encourage the body, that restorative movement. Beautiful job. Let's come into flat back, tuck the toes, and send those strong hips to the sky for downward facing. Giving a bend in the knee, we're going to hop to the center of the mat. Exhale. Fall over those straight legs, forward fold. Let's assist ourselves, finding the hands behind the legs, behind the calf muscles to help assist and bring your bodies into a deeper forward fold. We also might find we need a slight bend in the knee. Listen to the body as we protect those hamstrings. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we swan dive up, bringing healthy, positive energy into our bodies. Grounding through that left foot, I want us to send that right knee up without assisting our bodies. Let's give that foot a place to stay. So place it against that that left leg with the hands in prayer, heart center. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and send those arms to shoulder height. Taking those hands behind us. Reverse prayer. Beautiful job. Keeping that focus. Let's send that leg behind us. The arms in front of us. As we come into warrior 3. Perfect. Attaching to the grounding below us, coming right back as we are all energy and we flow. Let's reconnect at any time. Pull that knee into the chest. This time, reaching down for that ankle. I want us to ease it up higher if we can and find tree pose with the help of those arms, assisting our bodies here, Coming just a bit higher with that leg as we find the hands at prayer, heart center. Beautiful job. Open that knee. Excellent. Let's ease that leg behind us, but this time reach for that right ankle with the right hand. Sending that left arm in front of us as that foot reaches to the sky for dancer. Releasing, coming into a standing reach with those arms up above the head. Remember, as we reach, imagine those roots growing up through the earth into our bodies as we welcome them with the exhalation and the strength. Swan dive down, finding that forward fold. Assist your bodies here for some more depth by taking those hands behind you. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we swan dive up, taking in that secure, strong energy that rose through our bodies, grounding us here in mountain pose, into Tadasana, with the hands by our sides. We're going to shift to that right foot, grounded here. As we bend the left, let's take it where it will go without assistance with the upper body. So bend that knee, reach it up as tall as you can, sending the hands to prayer, heart center. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and take those arms to shoulder height, sending those hands behind us for reverse prayer. Excellent. Trusting your body and knowing that energy flows, we can come right back to this grounding. Bending that knee here as we this time assist. So find the foot and bring it up tall as you can. Maybe on the inside or the outside. That knee comes down. We are finding the hands at prayer, heart center once more. Beautiful job. Trusting ourselves here as we open those arms and allow that reverse prayer to take place. Excellent. Let's take this movement into dancer. As we release that foot, grab a hold of that ankle with the left hand, sending that right arm in front of us. You're grounded. Remember to shift your attention to the grounding and rise with that foot, lifting. Beautiful job. Releasing into both feet on the mat, hands by the sides. Let's honor and respect the energy of the grounding rising below us. Offering it, rise through our bodies. Let's reach those arms up with a rise. And as we exhale, let's swan dive down. Planting the hands on the mat, we might need a slight bend in the knee. Let's go ahead and bend the knee here, the knees if we haven't already, and begin to heel toe those feet to the outer edge of our mat, leaving the heels slightly in with the toes out. And let's ease down into Malasana, sinking those nice, strong hips down, sending the hands to prayer, heart center. Those hips might be feeling a little bit tight. Let's move the body here from side to side, offering those hips some more nutrients with that movement. Finding the stillness in Malasana. I want us to press the elbows and knees against each other and let one be stronger than the other. So really press them both, and release. Let's go ahead and send that left hand on the inside of the foot as the right arm reaches to the sky. Continuing that inhalation as you allow the strength of the roots to grow up through your body. Let's keep a hold of that strength as we bend that left elbow and take that hand behind us as the right arm reaches behind us, gazing up toward the ceiling. Reaching both arms to the sky. This time sending the right elbow on the inside. Reaching that left hand down as the the right hand down as that left arm reaches up to the sky. Press it back, opening through the heart chakra as well, sending that shoulder into a stretch. Let's go ahead and send that right elbow down as the right hand reaches behind us. The left hand for a clasp, gazing up toward the ceiling. And let's bring those hands to prayer, heart center. Reaching the hands to the mat as we straighten the legs, point those toes forward, keep them the width of your mat. And let's fold over those straight legs, forward fold. Sending your right hand on the outer edge of your left ankle with your feet the width of your mat. You can widen that or lessen that as we find the left hand reaching for the right ankle. So the opposite hand, opposite ankle. And now I want you to start to open your left shoulder toward the end of the room, sending your head up and under. Utilizing a twist here as you gaze up toward the ceiling. Beautiful job. You might widen your stance to get the most out of this or take it less. Let's come back center, and this time send your left hand under the right as you swap out. This time that right shoulder's opening up as you gaze up and under toward the ceiling and continue to allow that body to unfold in this stretch. Release as we plant both hands on the mat, bend the knees, and hop back for high plank. Beautiful job. Let's drop down to those forearms. Nice low plank here. Feeling nice and grounded here with those contacts on the mat and strong, holding that mat away from our body, pressing that mat. Let's center that left forearm and turn for side plank as that right arm reaches to the sky. Beautiful job. Here I want you to send that left foot under the right and reach that right arm behind you. As you go into that low plank starfish. Beautiful job. Let's ease back in, finding both forearms on the mat, and then sending the hips to the sky as we walk the feet in toward those arms, shifting the heels down in the direction of the mat, or they might be touching the mat. Your head is not touching the mat. Your forearm and the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, if you can get them to make that connection. Otherwise, really give that energy of grounding and sending them in that direction. Let's walk the feet back, finding that low plank as we center that right forearm this time. Left arm comes to the sky. Beautiful job. Go ahead and slide that left leg under the right. Send the left hand behind you. Beautiful. Opening up here. That nice stretch from starfish as we send that heel in and find that low plank. Beautiful job. Let's bring our bodies into high plank. Lowering in to chaturanga. Pressing back up into high plank. Using those knees if we need to. Let's lower down and press up. Beautiful job. Let's keep it up. Excellent. Halfway, there's 6, come on. Excellent, keep it up. If you're with me, 2 more. Get that 12th, nice and strong, and press those hips to the sky for downward facing. Let's drop back down to those forearms. Beautiful job. Send the shoulders to the back of the room. Walk the feet in. See if we can get those feet nice and flat on the mat. Do not force it. Just give that strong energy. Give me another deep breath here. In your dolphin. I want you to send your left leg to the sky here. Point through the toe. Sending that left foot down, the right leg raises to the sky. Point through the toe. Send that foot down, plant them both. Another deep breath. Walk the feet back, stay in your low plank. Let's hang out right here and breathe. As we prepare to make our way to the mat. Come on, we got this. Deep breaths. And that's it. I agree with y'all. Ouch, ouch, ouch. No triceps. All right, guys. Reach those arms out. Or better yet, let's cross them. Let's stack them. Let the hands stacked. And just let that chin rest on those hands as those triceps. Thank you. Those shoulders for the melting and releasing of that energy that was demanded. Let's here bend the knees and reach back from one hand at a time or both, but I want you to try to find your ankles. Now if this is a bit much, we can keep those arms and legs straight. So we have the hands around the ankles. We're going to inhale, give our bodies that upward bow. Beautiful. Let's open the opportunity of that chest to come open. Excellent. Straight arms, straight legs work, especially if we're healing anything here this morning. Give me a few more deep breaths, guys. Come on. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Ease down out of your asana. Release those ankles as we find the hands under the shoulders, pressing the mat away from our bodies, opening through the heart chakra. As we gaze out past, I can't wait to get to the heart chakra. I tell you, I've noticed that I say that so much. Let's gaze out past all of them. All of them is just really a blessing. I'm so glad we're able to do this, guys, and together. Let's gaze forward and then gaze out past the right shoulder. And I was talking, so I hope we were gazing out past the left. Before this, if we didn't, let's go ahead and get both sides. Let's come back forward and come into table, rounding our spine as we sway the hips from side to side. Let's ground ourselves here in table and then center that left palm as that right arm comes to the sky. Beautiful job. Go ahead and swap out. The right hand is centered as the left arm comes to the sky. Excellent job. Go ahead and take both hands down once more, tucking those toes as we send those hips to the sky for downward facing. Let's allow the depth, giving the opportunity of this asana to unfold. So giving energy to those areas, of that breath connection to those muscles. Go ahead and bend those knees and let's hop to center of the mat. We're bending the knees here as we allow the chest and thighs to meet each other. So nice and low, bend, 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 get that connection and reach those arms up. Let's send them up just about higher. Beautiful job sitting in as if you're sitting into a chair here for chair pose. Lots of demand on those nice strong legs, those hips. We're going to take those hands to prayer, heart center, as we feel that grounding rising through our feet, keeping a hold of that strength as we send that right up on the outer edge. The right hand goes down and that left arm comes up, gazing up past those fingertips. Let's take that left hand behind us and pull that shoulder blade back, just offering a bit more depth as we feel nice and grounded and strong here in that connective chair pose. Reaching those arms back up. Let's grab a few deep breaths here. Taking those hands back to prayer, heart center, left elbow on the outer edge of the right leg. Left hand down, right arm up. Nice deep twist. Round it through your chair pose. Turn that right palm out. Take it behind you and pull that shoulder blade back. And let's send both arms to the sky. And let's chill here for 2 more deep breaths. Attaching to the grounding below us. Rising as we reach those arms up and allow that strength to rise all the way through our bodies. Exhale, let's go ahead and swan dive down. Planting those hands once more where they will go. Maybe alongside the tops of the legs. Maybe on the mat in front of us. And giving assistance here where they're at if they are on the mat. Let's see if we can slide those hands behind our calf muscles and just give a bit of assistance in our forward fold here. Excellent job. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we swan dive up. Bringing in that grounding energy that has been rising through our bodies as we take those hands to prayer, heart center. Beautiful job this morning, guys. We're going to bring those arms once again up above our head. Inhale, inhale, reach. As you exhale, take that left hand by your side and that right arm up and over. Sliding that left hand down, finding a nice, deep side stretch as you point. Be active through those fingers. Slide that hand down and feel the grounding below you as those feet are nice and stable and glued to the mat. As the right hand reaches over and down, left arm comes up and over, gazing up toward the ceiling. Reaching both arms to the sky. And let's exhale, take those hands to prayer, heart center. Beautiful job. We're going to go ahead and send that left foot in front of us and turn the right foot out. Go ahead while you're in this standing position and make sure you have an arch and heel alignment. And then reach the arms up here for Warrior One. Sinking nice and low here in this Warrior One. I love the Warrior series. They offer for me for so many benefits with the root chakra. So you're grounded, you're strong, you're reaching those arms up. You're going to exhale out, Warrior Two. From Warrior Two, we're going to come into triangle. So let's straighten that left leg. And let's send that left hand out as far as we can. Reach, reach, reach. Try to keep those legs straight. As that left hand comes down, that right arm goes up to the sky. We're gazing up past those fingertips. Beautiful job. So a nice alignment with the tailbone and spine that's shaped like a T. That's what we're looking for here. Let's get another good deep breath. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and ease up as we bend. Slight bend into that knee and just rest that elbow above the knee as the right arm comes up and over. Offering an extended side angle. Just a slight assistance here with the knee above, or the elbow above that knee. Get that nice deep stretch. And we're going to raise that arm to the sky as we send both hands on the inside of that foot. They're grounded on the mat. We're going to bend in to that left knee. So So we're sinking down in to our deep lunge, our surfer's lunge. Keeping the hands down there if you want to, or reaching them in front of you without assistance. Remember to ease the body low. You're going to turn that heel on the bottom as the feet rise to the toes rise to the sky, and offer the sinking of the hips here. Beautiful. Let's ease out of that with assistance or not. Taking those hands once more, easing back forward, both hands beside each other. And this time, we're going to send that left arm up and under as that palm faces out, the right hand behind us. Pulling that shoulder blade back. Let's grab a few deep breaths here. Beautiful job. Taking both hands on the mat, turn that back foot in. Let's send that left foot back to meet the right. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. As we inhale that right leg to the sky, we're coming into that warrior series here as we send that right foot in between the hands. Turning your left foot out. Remember that alignment we were talking about with the heel and arch. As we have those hips square, we're reaching those arms up to the sky. So let's go ahead and sink and find the depth of our pose. Beautiful. Sinking down, reaching those arms up. Exhale out, warrior two. Let's straighten that leg. And reach that hand out as much as you can. Reach, reach, reach. As far as you can. Rest that hand alongside the leg as the left hand rises to the sky. Beautiful job. Finding the alignment of the tailbone and spine shaped like a T as we find our triangle pose. Beautiful. Grounding and offering of the hip strengthener as well, and stretch. Guys, let's go ahead and bend that knee as we rest that elbow above the knee, sending that left arm up and over. Beautiful job. Bending through those fingers. Another deep breath here. Raising that left arm to the sky. And let's send both hands on the inside of that foot. This time bending at those elbows and sending that right arm up and under. Palm faces out. Left hand to the sky and behind us, and we will get that surfer's lunge here after this nice deep clasp, gazing up toward the ceiling as we find that bound angle, side angle. Go ahead and release those hands here. Beautiful job. Straightening that leg. Let's grab another triangle here as we straighten that leg and send that left arm back up to the sky. I love the grounding that this triangle offers us. Another good deep breath here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and take those hands to the mat, sending that left foot back, that right foot back to meet the left. We have our high plank. And we need to do a few chaturangas and high planks, guys. We know we're all about that. Let's lower down. Chaturanga, high plank. Beautiful job. Continue here. Excellent. Beautiful job. Keep it up. We know we got our magic numbers 12. We can drop to those knees if we need to. Come on. Excellent job. Woo, we got this. Come on. If you're with me, just 2 more here. And finding that 12th as we press those hips to the sky for downward facing. Beautiful job. Gazing back toward the back of the room and allowing our downward facing to unfold, sending those heels in the direction of the mat. Maybe they're touching. Maybe we need a slight bend in the knee to allow that to unfold. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we hop to the center of the mat, straightening those legs. Let's exhale, forward fold over those straight legs. Beautiful job. Taking those hands out, we're going to go ahead and bend those knees and make our way to the mat. Sending those legs in front of us, finding a straight legs in front of us, and a nice L sit with the body. So our body is shaped like an L. We might remove the flesh from the sits bone so we feel grounded. Let's inhale, reach those arms up above our head. Finding the roots rising through our bodies as we feel grounded with the inhalation, holding on to that strength and taking it with us as we allow the forward fold, reaching the hands out. So this nice seated forward fold, you might find the outer edges of your feet or your calves to help assist in your seated forward fold. Beautiful job. Slide those hands up toward the body, bending those knees. They're into the chest. You have a nice engagement of the core here. Let's straighten those arms and legs. Sending those legs back down as we reach the arms back up to the sky. This time taking that left hand by your side and that right arm up and over as we offer the spine, lateral stretch, pointing through those fingers, stay active through the upper body. Send that right arm to the sky as it comes up and over, and the left arm, pointing through the fingers, stay open through the heart chakra. Excellent job. Let's reach both arms back up to the sky, and this time taking them by our sides as we find a bent knee position at the top of our mats. Those feet are grounded. Those hands are going to be under those shoulders, facing whatever direction you feel comfortable. We're going to press those hips up to the sky for reverse table. Beautiful job. Nice and grounded here in your reverse table. Let's just open those legs straight, but the heels come down, the toes are to the sky, and please give the encouragement of the body to lift, lift, lift. Beautiful job. Hold here and breathe in that reverse plank. Excellent job. Hips are coming down, and we're going to bend those knees into the chest with that boat pose once more. Straight arms, straight legs. Let's go ahead and ease down into low boat so those legs are lowering just a bit. You're still glued here with your strong core. And let's just offer those vertebrae to meet the mat one by one. Coming on down to the mat, nice and slow. Bending the knees when we allow after those vertebrae meet the mat. So as we pull those knees into the chest, let's rock from side to side. Guys, let's go ahead and slide those hands down to those ankles, planting those feet by our hips, at least hip width distance, and as close in as we can get them to our body. From here, we're going to rise those hips to the sky, plant those shoulders, and start to walk them in. So we're finding our bridge pose here. We're going to hang out right here in bridge pose, or we're going to offer a bit more depth by taking those palms. I want you to let them face the ceiling, and then take those palms up and under those shoulders, elbows face the sky. So those hands are under our shoulders, and we're going to start giving our bodies assistance here as we begin to press through the hands and the glutes and all those strong muscles to lead up into your back bend, your wheel pose, or your bridge pose. If you're wheel, I want you to walk your feet out and find those legs straight. Beautiful job. Let's release out of that wheel pose or that bridge pose as we find the spine on the mat, bending the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, straightening the legs, pointing through the toes, palms face down, those arms are by our sides. Let's give a press in to those arms as we send those legs to the sky. Find your hands reaching for your back, and then walking those hands up towards your shoulders as you point through your toes, finding that shoulder stand. Nice and grounded here as you inhale. Imagine those strong roots rising up through your body, maintaining the strength as you allow those legs to come behind us. Those feet are reaching in the direction of the floor, but don't make them go there. We can also give a little bend in the knee if we need to help assist our bodies into this movement of plow pose. Now I want you to see if you can just interlace your fingers here together, walk your shoulder blades in under, arms on the mat here for that plow pose, getting ready for unassisted shoulder stand. So if you've got those arms glued on that mat, see if you can raise those legs here to the sky and find that unassisted shoulder stand. Beautiful job. Let's open those legs wide from that unassisted shoulder stand. And from that wide width here, take the left leg behind you and the right leg in front of you as you come into a shoulder stand twist or plow twist. Opening those legs back up. And then this time, sending the left leg in front and the right leg behind. Beautiful, coming into a twist. Excellent job. Opening back up, bringing those feet back together, releasing the hands, but let's first, before we exit, bend the knees and find knee to ear pose. As you reach your hands, maybe for the tops or the soles of your feet, and give assistance in your knee to ear pose. Let's straighten those legs and allow the vertebrae to roll down one by one. Nice and slow and grounding here as we bend the knees and hug them into our chest. Just rocking from side to side. Let's go ahead and cross at the ankles and come on up into a cross leg. As we prepare, we've got one more good little movement, a grounding movement. We will go into breath of fire. So let's go ahead and come into a standing position, guys. I like to entertain, and I'm going to ask you guys what you would like to come into it, and also maybe you want to do something different. So I'd like to offer a headstand with some pike movements, 12 of those, or I'd like to offer that flying pigeon. Okay, so I want to do one or the other up here, and I want to encourage you guys to follow along with me, or do what you might be interested, creativity to do for your root chakra. You feel strong, you're powerful, you did all these wonderful movements. I'm in the mood for flying pigeon. I feel nice and grounded. It's a really good way to entertain the depth of that root connection. However, we might want to go upside down and give a little perspective spin on how that grounding energy works. We still feel grounded even though we're upside down on our head. So, raise your hand if you want to do a headstand. Carlos. These girls. All right. Go ahead and come on down to your mats and let's get that headstand started. Okay? Or you can come over here. Head or handstand. And I want you guys just to flow in with that. And if you get done with that and you want to pop into this flying lizard, you can, flying pigeon, you can do that as well. So, grab your handstand or your headstand, guys. If you're following along with this, come with me as I ground through that left foot. It's nice and grounded. And remember, when you're upside down, you're on your hands or your head, same thing. Take that attention to your energy and grounding. So I love to offer a different perspective in the sensation of grounding. So we've got that left foot grounded, and we're going to send that right foot just above the knee. It doesn't need to be too tall, and that knee is pointing out. So we have it just above the knee, and we're strong. We have that hip already open, the core strong, taking the hands of prayer. Let's bend at that knee. And let's send those hands down to the mat as we offer the body. Easing down, we're going to bend a bit lower. We're still connected here in this process, and we still have the grounding energy. We're going to assist our bodies with more depth as those palms are down and grounded into the mat as you send that left foot around that tricep as far as best as you can. Before you go any further, I want you to push that foot into that tricep. So much so like you're gluing it with that sensation constantly attached. I want you to lighten up that left leg as you demand the strength to stay with you through the grounding and rising of the strength, maintaining that. Finding a way to release from your flying pigeon, jumping back into a high plank, and then maybe falling over those straight legs from forward fold. Let's give a slight bend in the knee as we swan dive up. Beautiful job. Offering anything that grounds us here this morning. All right, coming into the other side, we've got the grounding of the right foot. The thing that's challenging most for that pose, for me in particular, is allowing that foot a place to stay and press in. And when you're pressing in with that foot, and your brain is wanting to come out with the leg, the two almost want to fight for energy. So let's make sure that we're giving a lot to that foot that's pressing into that tricep. Like it's glued in there. You don't want it to come off. So let's keep that mentality in mind when we're coming into our flying pigeon or whatever we're doing here this morning. We might be coming into another headstand. So with that being said, the right foot is grounded, guys. Tall through the spine. All right, just got it. Look at that. Rocking it. That was beautiful. So bend that left knee and send that foot right above the knee. Before we go any further with each step, I want us to reconnect to the grounding. So let go of the foot. We've got the grounding. The hands are coming to prayer. We've got the grounding. We're strong. We're bending. We still have that grounding, that connection. Bending. And we're taking those hands down here if we can and let them leave the mat. We're grounding. We're still offering the grounding as we assist our bodies here in this process. That foot is make sure it's right above the knee so that we can reach that foot up as tall as we can get it on the tricep. And like I say, the tallest we can get it up there is the more connection we're going to be able to press into that, the closer it is to that strength of the shoulder. So we've got those hands planted, that foot wrapped around the tricep. We have that shelf as we bring that left knee down. And remember, you want to press in to the tricep as you lighten the body up and allow the leg to drift up. I want to see